Once there was a big monastery in one part of Japan where about 300 monks lived, all practicing the path of self-realization under their master. One day, a man went to the monastery to become a disciple. He said to the Zen master, "Sir, I want to know myself. I want to know the truth." The Zen master looked at him and said, "If you want to know the truth, then you will have to put your whole life at stake. It may take your whole life to know the truth. And still, there is no guarantee that in this lifetime you will get to know the truth. Are you ready for that?" The disciple said, "Sir, I have come here not to turn back. I am ready for it." The master said, "If that is so, then do one thing. There are 300 monks in this monastery. You take care of their rice pounding. Just keep beating rice from morning till evening. When you get tired, go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, then again start pounding rice. Don't do anything else. Don't think about anything else. Just follow this path. Also, don't come to me again. I will come to you myself when needed." The young man started pounding rice as per the instructions of his master. There were 300 disciples in that monastery, and all of them needed food at times. Therefore, he would get up early in the morning and start pounding rice until night. When he was tired, he would fall asleep in the same room where he was pounding rice. He would neither talk to anyone, nor would anyone come to talk to him. For a few months, while pounding the rice, all thoughts kept coming to his mind. But when the thoughts do not get a new subject, they also fade away on their own. Slowly and slowly, his thoughts started to subside. After a few years, he even forgot his name. He would always keep quiet and keep pounding rice in a thoughtless state. He would neither meditate nor read any scripture. The chief disciples of the monastery considered him full and much inferior to them. 12 years passed by doing this. After 12 years, one day, the Zen master announced that his last time was approaching, and he had to choose his successor, who would be the head of the monastery after him. Therefore, any of his disciples who had become self-realized should come and write a few lines near his door at night, lines that cover all their experience. Many disciples thought of doing so. One of the chief disciples of the monastery went there and brought a few lines. He was very knowledgeable in Buddhist scripture, and all the disciples considered him to be the possible successor of their master. He wrote that, "The mind is like a mirror on which the dust of thoughts and desires accumulates. To sweep away this dust is meditation, whose dust has been cleared, and the mirror of the mind has become clear. He has attained salvation." When the master woke up in the morning and saw these lines, he got very angry and said, "Which idiot has written all this garbage on my wall?" The chief disciple did not sign below because he himself was not sure about it. Since he was not self-realized, the master completely rejected those lines. 2 disciples, while talking about this incident, passed by the disciple who had come to the monastery 12 years ago and used to pound rice day and night. He laughed gently after listening to their discussion. Both the disciples asked him, "Why are you laughing?" They were amazed because that responder was considered insignificant in their opinion. He replied, "I laughed because the master is right. All these lines are garbage, they have no value." They asked him, "Can you write some lines that are better than this?" He said, "Well, I can't write because I am illiterate, but yes, I can say a few lines. If you can write those lines, then I am ready to go with you." They agreed, and they went near the master's room. The rice pounder said a few lines, and the other disciple wrote them on the wall. They were expecting the same reaction from their master again. The lines he told them to write were amazing. "The mind is just an illusion. There is neither mind, nor there is any mirror of the mind. And when the mind does not exist, where will the dust settle? He who knows this has known the truth." When the master saw these lines, he got up in the middle of the night, came to the young responder while he was asleep, and said, "Take this. Take my stick and take my robe. From today onwards, you are my successor. But leave this monastery right now and go far away from here. I know that there are so many scholars in this monastery who consider themselves superior to you. They will kill you because they cannot tolerate the fact that a simple responder has become enlightened, whereas they could not be. You have got all that I have, and you have got it while pounding rice. I know that wherever you go, people will start coming to you because when a flower blooms, its fragrance starts spreading everywhere. The rice pounder touched the feet of his master and left from there in the night. If we see in our lives, we will find that many people think that meditation can only be done by sitting in one place with closed eyes, but in reality, it is not like that. Meditation can be practiced even while walking, and it can also be done while doing some work. The real meaning of meditation is that whatever you are doing, you are so engrossed in it that you are not even aware of your body. Just like the story of a rice pounder who became so engrossed in pounding rice that he did not have any sense of himself. One day, while pounding rice, he attained self-realization. Similarly, Zen means to be in the present moment all the time and not to think of anything, because the mind exists as long as there are thoughts. When there are no thoughts, the mind will also vanish, and only your pure self will remain. In fact, we do not need to do any other spiritual practice to know our true nature. We just need to be completely lost in whatever we are doing. When you are so engrossed in your work that your work becomes meditation,